Good chilly morning. It is still chilly. This is my fearless protector, little Missy. She has steadfast stayed by my side the entire time I hurt myself. I'm a lucky guy, man. I'm a lucky guy. She's a good cat. She's definitely a good critter, man. And she keeps the mice at bay, too. You ought to see her. You ought to see her, man. She'll bat them, the squirrels, all kinds of stuff. It's kind of funny. Hey, let's talk some property preservation today. A little bit of property preservation. This segment brought to you by Property Preservation Rescue. 405-788-5098. Give Candace a call. All your processing needs right there. Girl is really good. She's really good. She can help you out if you need processing services. Very, very knowledgeable on the industry. Hey, a lot of questions popping up over there, the social media people about this lawsuit with MidFirst Bank. Yes, Midland Mortgage is owned by MidFirst Bank, so there's the dots are connected. MCS in Oklahoma. Here's the deal. Now, I got somebody over in Oklahoma right now doing a little bit of research for me, see if I can find a little more information out on this case. Maybe I can get a document and take a peek at it and do a little legalese interpretation, we'll see what happens there. But here's the gist of what's going on. MCS told Midland Mortgage that they trained their people, and I want everybody to pay attention here very, very, very close. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay, please. MCS tells the bank, hey, we provide training, we provide crews, we provide services that are completed correctly, blah, 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 blah. They provide training, they provide crews, they provide employees. That's what they provide, employees. That's what they say. That when you have to look at it. Read the contract. MCS presented themselves as the company completing the work with their underlings, employees, however you want to put this together. So let's touch on a couple comments floating around the social media scene right now. Margaret Katie Tolliston. Margaret Workman. What damages? LOL. Well, here's the gist of what happened. Because services were not completed correctly, and this is not an attack on the vendors. This is an attack on MCS because MCS made a contractual obligation to train their people to properly perform services. MCS made an agreement to provide training to their people to correctly complete the services. That's an employee. Come on, people, wake up. Hello. Man, oh man. Y'all need a hot cup of coffee like this. Just get that brain going, huh? Anyways. Scott Swartz names come up again. I'm going to read a quote. MCS is a joke. I have been shorted almost $10,000 in grass cut season alone. Did you file a 1099? You're stupid. If you did not file a 1099, you're stupid. They keep doing it because people like you that want to act like an authority on the industry never stop them. You keep letting them pick your nose. They're going to bend you over and get your butt sooner or later. I'm telling you right now, what they're doing is illegal. I'm working on a couple other interviews. I'm working on an interview with Iafst, IAFST, the International Association of Field Service Technicians. One of their board of directors, they had a board of directors, they're finalizing some stuff and putting stuff in play now. I have made arrangements to get an interview with a member of the board of directors to bring everybody a little bit more knowledge and more information about it. It is a trade association, but it represents all facets of the industry: labor, clients, the law, the licensing, the business aspect, etc., etc. It's not just one-sided, lopsided, like, and as I said the other day in my podcast, ladies and gentlemen, NAMFS, move to the back of the bus, pal, because there's a new game in town, and it ain't you pyramiding the industry, stealing from everybody. I also have a request to Mr. Brian Mingham on his new hire. He hired a COO, formerly with, and I have some serious questions here, as I'm sure many of you do. And if you have questions on this hire, because this lady used to work for Aspen Grove Solutions, the people I do not recommend you send your employees' personal information to. So I have several questions for that young lady. Hopefully, Brian and her will do an interview with us. We'll see what happens. But again, let's get back to MCS again. MCS. We know they're going to start back charging. And I'm sorry, but like I said, when I talked, I also have a couple requests in at an IRS office to an agent that will go on the record and talk to me on the record. And OPS, we are pushing the radio show. We are looking to develop a radio show. We're tentatively Preservation Thursdays. Our show, it'll have 4 12-minute segments. That's how the format of talk radio is. So it'd be one of those, maybe do a business, do a legal section, promote a company 1 week, et cetera, et cetera. If you'd be interested in advertising or even sponsoring, get a hold of me on that. We're looking to do that. Let me see here. If you're working for MCS, get ready for the chargebacks. Matt Steffen, of course, we're going to get ready for that. Yeah. And remember, NFR is in the middle of this illegal chargeback deal too, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, here's the thing. You can't go back 2 or 3 years after a service was accepted, approved, and paid. If they go back into those services, the money is being stolen. It's being put in their pocket. It's not being accounted for. It's not being accounted for. And I argue, love her to death. And when I see her, I'm going to spank her bottom because she will not get off this concept. Women to Work. The next segment is brought to you by Women at Work in the Richmond, Virginia area. The drop dead gorgeous Kim Savage. Give her a call. 804-539-4333. All your preservation landscape maintenance needs. She'll get you squared away. But she will not get off this. That's lost money. It disappeared money, and it's not accounted for. And therefore, you're getting stolen from. The taxpayers are getting stolen from. Right now, NFR is back charging people that HUD paid them for services that they're back charging you, the vendor. 1099 this money, ladies and gentlemen. Just quit being so stubborn on this. 1099. Donald Trump asked everybody a question in the inner cities. What do you got to lose? Why do you guys want to fight and argue about this all the time? What have you got to lose? A crappy job with no benefits? Iafst, ladies and gentlemen. You might want to take a look at it. As I said, these back charges are illegal. It's one thing to be, it's one thing to have and I don't have a problem with a back charge if it's legitimate. Like Donald Trump says, I ain't got a problem with a bad story if it's the truth. Unfortunately, in the property preservation industry, there are so many layers of a rotten onion, there is no truth coming from these companies. It's a very difficult dichotomy. A very, very difficult dichotomy. Back to the lawsuit with MCS. MCS had 83 properties that they were taking care of for Midland. Their contractual agreement was to provide trained personnel to complete services correctly. Now, before I get out of here today, 83 properties, approximately $20 or $20K a property, 1.6 million is what it came out to. A little under 20,000 per property is what it is. So that's the deal there. This is not something against vendors, against property preservation, boots on the ground labor. This is at MCS because they made contractual obligations and then they demand you fulfill their contractual obligations, but they don't fulfill the contractual obligations they made on the back end to you, with you. They don't do that. And my argument has always been, Alladay LLC has absolutely no obligation to fulfill your contractual obligation when I'm not in the mix. When you do not include me in a negotiation process, it's not my responsibility to fulfill your contractual obligation. You didn't ask for my input. You didn't find out any information from me. You didn't see if I could work with what you were negotiating. You just turn around and demand that I assist you in fulfilling your contractual obligation. That is not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. That's not how it works. Iafst, International Association, Field Service Technicians. It is a trade organization, ladies and gentlemen, a trade organization. On the surface, this is some of the stuff I'm hearing come out of the organization. There's like a membership. You have dues. It is an association, a trade association, so you have dues. But out of everything going on, the organization gets a percentage of invoices. It's a nominal percent, a 1%, a 0.1 or something, I don't know. And this is something I'll find out in the interview. But that money goes into a fund to help the association, the organization function and do something like, maybe provide third-party mediation. Are you getting beat up by this company? Maybe we can, help with a little lawyer fee or something. Stuff like that. That's what I'm hearing on the surface. I don't know. We'll find out. We definitely will find out. What was the other thing? GMO Tuesdays tomorrow. Big news. I'm going to promo GMO Tuesdays, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of news. I got some updates from the Monsanto Tribunal. Some of the results are starting to come in. We know we know they're not going to be good, but we also know that maybe the tribunal was a little promotion, but it is raising a lot of awareness. So we're going to take a look at that tomorrow. We will take a look at that tomorrow. Processing needs, Property Preservation Rescue, 405-788-5098 in the Richmond, Virginia area. Ladies and gentlemen, Kim Savage, Women at Work. All your preservation needs wrapped up into one building. Landscape maintenance, she got you covered too. Get a hold of Kim Savage, 804-593-4333. She'll get you taken care of. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, let's have a great day. Let's all be safe out there.